Hey, it's Holly K Bakes. Last video, I told you about the very first thing I ever made, the chicken stuff. So I'm gonna make the chicken stuff today because I made chicken yesterday, so I already have some cooked. You can kind of use whatever preparation of chicken you want. You just want to make sure that when you bake it, the chicken is already cooked through. So that's why I'm gonna use this rotisserie chicken from the other day. What you're gonna need to make the chicken stuff is 2 cans of cream of chicken, 2 cans or a big can of cream of mushroom. I am adding a lemon just to kind of cut some of that like real fattiness. Soft butter crackers. They can be the Ritz crackers or these are Townhouse. It doesn't really matter just as long as they're like butter crackers. And olive oil. And I'm probably going to get a little salt and pepper. I'm also going to probably add a little garlic powder, a little onion powder, just to give it some additional season. First thing I have to do is break down the chicken. For this recipe, I'm going to use 1 big breast of chicken. I promised I was going to use this for 3 times. So last night we had rotisserie chicken and roasted potatoes. Tonight we'll have the chicken stuff, and I'm throwing in a side salad on the side so that we make sure we have some veg. I follow this guy on Instagram, Chef Reactions, and this is exactly the kind of thing where he might not like it because it's a lot of like canned stuff. But I think since we are not boiling chicken and we are using rotisserie chicken that we made yesterday and actually roasted ourselves, he might approve a little bit more. Here's hoping! There are some bones in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the skin off because after that first day of rotisserie chicken and it's been in the fridge for a while, I don't really like to use the skin anymore. If that's wrong, feel free to message me in the comments and let me know how I can repurpose the skin. But since it's not crispy anymore, I usually just cut it off. I'm going to cut this chicken off the bone. I'm just really roughly doing this, and I don't know exactly what I'm doing here, but I'm going to do my very best. I don't know about you, but when I buy a rotisserie chicken and I'm, plating it for dinner, I like to go through and eat all of the little, I don't know what they're called, niblets of gooey deliciousness. It's my little secret shame. I just stand over the cutting board, just gnawing on chicken. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to roughly chop the chicken breast, and then I'm going to just give it a little more season since most of that season from yesterday was on the skin. It's about a teaspoon, half a teaspoon, half a teaspoon, half a teaspoon, a little pepper. Gotta shake. I'm gonna add the paprika too because that's what we had yesterday, and I think it will add a little something nice. And there was time. It's time. Sorry, I just, in my mind's eye, saw my best friend roll her eyes at me for saying it's time when we're talking about time. I'm gonna let this sort of just like hang out here while we prepare the rest. Put that cooked chicken over here in my pot. This is what I'm gonna bake this in. You can use anything, Pyrex, whatever you have that will fit all the ingredients. This is one of those things where everything you're putting in is kind of already cooked, so all you have to do is sort of, heat it up. Yay! Oh wait, first, crackers. So this is the part that involves butter. I did this butter soft because I didn't want to have to work too hard to get it to mix together with the crackers. 2 sleeves of crackers with a half, 3/4 a stick of butter. All right, I'm gonna kind of mush it. I'm just mushing it and make sure that the butter has kind of gotten on all the crackers, because who doesn't love butter? Feel free to make your notes on my recipe in the comments. All right, I'm gonna pull my chicken. Remember, chicken is fully cooked. Add my crackers to the pan. That'll be the first thing that kind of goes in there. I have excellent news from yesterday. So over the course of the last few months, I have a dear friend, her name's Patricia, and she had been battling cancer, and she's, had to cancel her wedding. It was really sad, but I have excellent news because after treatment, she's in remission, which is so exciting. It's really the best news I've had all year. Just learning that someone I know who I love dearly has beat it. And it's just like, so I'm like really relieved. I'm super excited to spend some time with her when her immune system sort of catches up. Asked if I could cook dinner for her, and she said, well, I don't have cancer anymore. I was like, I'm not cooking for you because you have cancer. My cousin Caitlin and I will go over there at some point, and we have a movie marathon planned, and that is My Big Fat Greek Wedding 1, 2, and 3, just because we're always quoting it to each other. The three of us are just the funniest friends because we just like, whereas we from time to time do complain about things, as everybody does, we tend to just tell each other the most ridiculous stories to make each other laugh. So I will share some of those stories with you in the future, but for right now I just want to kind of bask in the glow of Patricia being cancer-free and us being able to have these like fun movie night moments, and she can get her wedding planning back on track, which is going to be great for her. I'm just going to put this chicken on top of the crackers. This is all going to get stirred up. Spare no chicken. I'm going to open this, and this is the fun part. It's so gross. You just, I mean, it's not gross. It's yummy. It will be yummy, but it is just a little bit of processed nonsense. Get this out. So now that all that's in there, I'm just going to stir it up. It's an American tradition to squelch your food, I guess. I guess if you don't have a squelching recipe, I think everybody does. One of my favorites is green bean casserole. My sister-in-law Jess makes the best green bean casserole, and she makes it every year at Thanksgiving. And it's always one of the things I look forward to. Stirred that up. I got the chicken and the mushrooms and everything stirred up in here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little more paprika just for color. Paprika is what you put on top of deviled eggs to make sure it doesn't look all tan or yellow or white. Make sure it's in flat. And then I'm going to take the rest of the crackers. Woo! And I'm going to put these in with the rest of that stick of butter. This is going to coat the top so that it has like a little crust, cracker crust on top. Think like chicken pot pie, but like modern farmhouse aesthetic. Just kidding. Oh my god. Try to make the ones on top a little finer since I want it to cover the whole top. Okay. Here we go. That's my dish. Now I'm going to take this and just sprinkle it over the top. I'd like to shout out some of my subscribers. But in order to do that, I need some subscribers. So if you would like to subscribe, I recommend doing so. Then you'll get a little, and if you hit the little bell or whatever, you get notifications when new videos post. We need to eat every day, so I'm going to try to post what I'm making for dinner most every day. And I may have mentioned this before, but the goal eventually is to work with my friends and make a tasting menu for Airbnb experiences where you can book us to come and cook for you. I don't need this. This is for another recipe that I'm going to make tomorrow. Squeeze a little lemon over the top. Okay, I'm putting this in the oven for about 30-45 minutes. I'm just going to get the crackers a little bit brown on the top and then make sure it's kind of heated all the way through. You want it to be kind of hot. The chicken's already cooked, so you don't need to worry about that. But, you know, you just want it to be hot for warm food consumption. I'm going to put this in. Timer. That was really easy. That is a really easy recipe. If you didn't roast a chicken, you can always just you can air fry some chicken, you can boil some chicken, just as long as you get it to the point where you can shred it for the recipe. I'm gonna rinse those and recycle them. Get my compost bin. Patrick, I'm gonna need you to empty the compost bin tonight. Yeah. I don't know if you heard him, but he said, okay. Takeaways from this video. One, sometimes it's okay to eat things that are processed because the stomach wants what the stomach wants, just like the heart wants what the heart wants. Also, add a side salad. You know, any vegetables are good vegetables. I know that people are going to say things about that, but whatever. Please feel free. Say whatever you want. No press is bad press. I was talking yesterday about how it's hard to be vulnerable and to put yourself out there. And I am still feeling that a little bit. The good thing is that I'm in my kitchen, and I do feel very much at home in my kitchen. I don't know if that's how you feel about your kitchen. I will say that the more you cook, the more comfortable you get. And I really think that if you make some recipes and enjoy the food, save some money, especially in New York where it's so easy. It's so easy to DoorDash in New York. So easy to Grubhub, is that what we're calling it now? Uber Eats. It's also very easy, but it's also very expensive. And if you're like me, and right now you find yourself in a place where the government is paying you a little bit of unemployment so that you can bridge the gap until your next job, then this could be a really great channel for you to learn a couple of new dishes that cost very little money. And also, here are some of my favorite deals at the Lidl, which is my favorite grocery store. I also do shop at Stop and Shop and Food Bazaar, which are New York City grocery stores or New York grocery stores. But I find that most of what we're cooking here is readily available at any of your grocery store. The side salad I'm going to make is in a bag. Then we'll pour some salad into a bowl and zhuzh it, and then it'll be time for my family and I to have dinner. All right, I'll see you soon. Time to take the chicken stuff out. Oh yeah, that looks good. I can hear it bubbling. That's the chicken stuff, and that's night 2 of our whole chicken.